Morning, everybody. It's 10th December. Cold. Yeah. Uh, per that last video I just uploaded, my comments were, I want the APD to start feeling just as uncomfortable as they make everybody else when they pull up on them unwanted, unwarranted, uncalled for. I want them to feel that uneasiness. I want them to feel like they doing something wrong, which, let's be honest, let's be fucking honest, most of them are. They're trained liars. They'll twist and they'll stretch everything you say and or do to get their desired effect, to meet their goal. They are not there as your friend. If one of them comes up on you, I guarantee you they looking to hem you up over something. Every lawyer in every state across these United States will tell you, you had the Fifth Amendment, you should use it. Yeah. Now, I'm going to let you in on something. If you've been around a little bit and you learn a little bit, then you know what your rights are. You know you can protect yourself under an unlawful detainment, an unlawful arrest, depending on the type of person you are, I guess. And the situation, I mean, you can tell within a certain amount of time. I mean, I don't know, I pick up on things pretty quick, whether I can proceed or, should I back down? But this guy's out of control. He ain't going to listen. I'm going to tell you why I say that. I was down there at the Marina Park right there in town. Been there for a while, a couple weeks. I go down there, sit in the sun. It was summertime. I'm just getting over being stuck here in the parking lot this past winter, where I almost died due to my illness and a complication with pneumonia. Set me back a bit, quite a bit, but that's all right. Better now. Got a county clown sitting across the street watching. Fuck him, he ain't nobody. Anyways, what I was saying, I tell you why I said that you should never trust a cop, and you can always tell when they're about as smart as a fucking bubble fart. So like I said, I was sitting down there at the park under the shade, and not doing nothing. Again, minding my business. Cop shows up. I asked him what the problem was. Door wide open. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide from. All my shit's legal. He said you're sitting in the grass, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a public park, right? Yeah, but I don't want you sitting in the grass. You need to move over into the parking lot out in the sun. He didn't say out in the sun, but, the parking lot's out in the sun. So I'm saying to myself, I spoke up. I'm like, well, I'd rather sit in the shade than sit in the sun. I said, it's a little bit cooler in the shade for me. All right, think about what I just said. This is his response. He asked me a question. He said, you mean that your truck gets hotter out in the sun than it does in the shade? Let me ask you a question. Would you sit there and try to prove your point Or would you just say, man, this guy is not, he ain't got it? For him to say that, he ain't got it. Are you going to argue with somebody that ain't got it? No. Because that's only going to get you in trouble. Because this motherfucker thinks everything he does is lawful at that point. Oh, you're under... He said it's suspicious that you're sitting here. I said, it doesn't concern me. He said, well, it should. You're the one that's being suspicious. I said, I'm going to tell you what, buddy. Tell you what. I said, I'm just going to go. Oh, you don't have to go. You can park up there. I said, no. I'm going to go. And I ain't been back since. Just for that reason. Now, there is no signage. There's no posting. No parking in the grass. No sitting in the shade. None of that shit. And this son of a bitch want to come down there and harass me because I'm sitting in the shade, trying to stay cool. Pushes authority. I'm going to have to ask you to move. Let that sink in. It's a public park. It's a public park. You can be anywhere in it. Anywhere. Other people were parking in the grass. Under the trees. But this guy right here, no, can't do it. Suspicious. All right, well, I'm going to stay on it like Donkey Kong it. You guys have a good day.